Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and today I am here to launch our final 2018 Christmas Stampathon challenge. So our final challenge is happening now on the 25th of October, so then you guys have time to write your cards, make extra things and send your gifts in November and in October and November to finish our Christmas crafting journey, because that's why we all join this challenge, to get all our stuff and be prepared for the Christmas season and not be running around with our heads chopped off. So this month's theme is Christmas decorations or home decor items. So I have used, well, I have made, let me see if I can get this, I've made this really cute ornament. So I have used the beautiful Baubles framelits. And they're not called beautiful baubles, but that is the name of the bundle, and it comes with the stamp set. So today I'm not using any stamps at all. I'm using paper, glue and ribbon. So if you want to be a part of the challenge, pop over to our Facebook page. You still have a chance to win some prizes. So every month that you participate, you win a ticket, the second month 2 tickets, and so on and so forth, into a draw for a prize pack for your region. So we have UK with Ruth Trice doing it in the UK. We have Denise Garrison doing it in the US, and we have both myself and Rosalie Desmond doing it in Australia. So you can go in the draw for the number of tickets you've earned for a prize pack, and you can also be in to win one of each of our samples. So come in, have a go, get some amazing inspiration, and I will be back in just a tick to start showing you how I put together this decoration. Let's get into it. So as I showed you just before, we are making this bauble. Now I've used the Detail Baubles thinlet, or framelits actually, I do apologize. Now these do coordinate with the beautiful Baubles stamp set, but we're not using that today, purely using the dies. Now I have gone ahead and pre-done anything, so you won't be seeing any big shotting or anything like that. So just to show you the dies that I have used, and I will bring in the pieces that I have cut. So just pop this up here. So the colours I have used are Grey Granite and Merry Merlot. So I have cut 2 of the frames. Now this frame does emboss, and it also die cuts. You can have a look there. And the 2 dies, I'll just grab these off my sheet here. I used 2 separate dies, so you can use this piece and the outside just embosses and the inside cuts. And I used this other framelit in conjunction, and when I ran it through the big shot, I ran them through together, lining them up. Now maybe if I put them down here, this might work just a little better. So I put them down like that, put my cardstock on top, and I got this piece out. But before I did that, now I haven't, no, they're over here. Before I did that, what I did, so you can see here, I have a coating on the back, and I have used our multi-purpose adhesive sheets. So this just gives us a total layer of adhesive on the back. When I pop them together, I'll show you. So I did these 2 pieces in the Grey Granite with these 2 dies, and I did these 2 pieces in the Merry Merlot with this beautiful ornament die. Now I have done that one as well, the other ornament. Sorry, I'll get that on screen here. I have done the other ornament as well, but I'll show you why I didn't use it. When you pop it in the middle, it just doesn't fill the space as well as the round ornament. So I tossed up which ones I was using, and that's what I chose. So I'll pop these to the side and show you exactly how these go together. Now I'm going to bring in my take your pick tool because it has a lovely sharp piercer on the end, and what I'm going to do is just grab the edge of the backing sheet here, and I'm going to pull this off. Now I'm not going to take out any of these die cut pieces out at all first. Ask me why, because I have one of these foam pieces that go with our die brush covered in adhesive little bits. So some of the bits do come off on the backing sheet, and that's fine. So you can see that is all shiny and ready to stick. Now can I disentangle myself? I'll pop that piece in the bin. And I'm going to find an edge with this one. Now my hands aren't playing great at the moment because I did 2 classes over last weekend and I've done lots of crafting and my hands are sore. They're going, stop, give us a break. It could be that, it could be something else completely, but just bear with me here. I just need to grab an edge. Might try and push through without stabbing myself in the process. There we go, got a nice edge there. Edge there, ready to rock and roll. So I have been loving all your guys' beautiful projects that you are sharing over at the Christmas Challenge Stampathon 2018. Now the girls and I, that being Ruth, Denise and Rose, are definitely looking into running the group again next year. And we might just change the name up. The Christmas Stampathon Challenge in the year, it's a bit long, so we're thinking about changing the name up, but pretty much everything should run fairly similarly to what it has this year. So what I do now that I have both my sticky edges is I glue them together, and then from there I can use the die brush. Please excuse my washing machine in the background if you can hear that beeping. It's telling me it's washed all my towels. And of course this adhesive is so sticky it also wants to stick to me. Okay, now this lines up, I'm going to say 95% perfectly. Now, which is fine for me, close enough is good enough, but it could also be just my lining up, but yeah, you know, handmade, not Hallmark. So what we can do now is we can either use our take our pick tool and pick out all these bits, or we can bring in our die brush and our piece of foam that comes with the die brush and just start just giving it a bit of a roll. Now I'm not going to take out all these bits with you guys in this video. Actually the die brush isn't quite working because it is 2 layers. So what I'm going to use the same piece of foam and just go through and pop these pieces out so you can see they come out quite nicely. Yes. So just go through methodically. I did, because I've already made 3 of these, so I went through and did them while watching a TV show on my iPad, I think, or my laptop, either one. So you can see they come out fairly nicely, and they're less likely to stick to your surface because both sticky sides are stuck together, so you won't get the mess that I have on my other mat. I only have two because I run classes. So I'll pop those aside for the moment. And by the magic of television, here is one that I prepared earlier. Now we do exactly the same thing with the ornament. Now these pieces do come out a little easier, so you can see I have got the backing on both of those and they go together perfectly. And ta-da, here's another one I did earlier. So now all we've got left to do is to attach our ornament to our frame and make our hanger. So to attach it to our frame, I am going to use our copper thread. So now please excuse my hands here because I have struggled a number of times putting this together. But what I find is pick up one and then pick up the other. My word, guys. Okay, so I'm threading them. I'm holding this over the hole. Look, you guys are going to be heaps better at threading than me, and I'm actually going to bring it up from the bottom. Maybe, maybe not. Ta-da! Okay, so I've caught that on the way through. Now I do just need to bring my spool through just because I want to, and would you believe I have almost lost my end. This is so fine. This is the one fiddly bit for my hands, but we will soldier through. And I want you guys to watch. Yes, I do struggle. You guys, most of you guys know I do have issues with my hands, and however much I love twine, this is why I don't often, unless I absolutely have to, use it to tie things up. Okay, got it all secured now. Now I don't mind if I use a bit here because I prefer to have heaps than not to have enough. So I'm just going to do a double knot. I did try and knot it another way, but that didn't appear to work with me, and I couldn't get the knot small enough so the ornament hung within the inside of the frame. Okay, is that threaded through? Is it going to make a knot? Yes, it is. Okay, right, moment of truth. That is perfect. Look, besides actually threading it, I got this done very, very well. Now I'm going to hold my two ends, use our trusty paper snips, and make sure I don't cut below. Oh dear, cut below the knot because that will be a disaster. There we go. I've just left two little ends there. Put my extra bit in the bin and wrap this up, and I've just nicked the side of the spool, so oh no, I can go around one more time, so I can just pop the piece of thread through and it doesn't unravel in my ribbon storage. Okay, so we have this bit done. Next I am going to bring in my, now this is reversible ribbon. It's in the holiday catalogue. Actually all these products except for the thread and the adhesive are in the holiday catalogue. Merry Merlot and copper ribbon. So I just want to show you, one side is copper, and I know I used this in my last video as well, and the other side is Merry Merlot. So what we are going to do here, we're going to go through exactly the same hole. Let's see how Ellen goes with this bit. And it is easier to do the thread first. Get this corner through. I do have a sort of kind of plan B. Okay, plan B, get my ribbon scissors, make this a really pointy end, so then more of it points through. There we go, nice pointy end, and then I'll be able to grab it, because basically none of that was poking through the hole. Look at that. Perfect. So pull that through. Please excuse me. So you just need to decide which edge you want to show. So on this one I've shown the copper edge. On this one I think I will show the Merry Merlot edge. Snip it off the spool of ribbon there, and then I want to make sure my edges are straight and not kinked. And then I'm just going to knot these together. Please excuse my tummy gurgling there. You wouldn't think I've just eaten. Okay, so pop that in a nice tight knot. Yes, that will go over a tree branch perfectly. And I'm just going to fix up that one edge. Make sure I don't cut the other end. Right, that is that. And now I'm going to bring in more ribbon, because I don't love ribbon at all. And this is our copper trim ribbon. And this is one you can stretch this out. So once I tie this bow, oh my word, you guys see my bow tying skills? This will be interesting. So I once again give myself a bit of length, but I do, I always tie my bows off the roll, so then I am really only wasting one side. So I just tie it in a knot as close to that frame edge as I like. Actually, I like that little puff of the ribbon there. Now, because this is a trim, it doesn't really matter how you tie the knot, how you tie the bow, because the knot is, it's not going to sit flat or unflat because of the type of trim that it is. And then pop that through. And then I always put my finger on the knot so it doesn't come undone too much, and I do that when tying normal ribbon as well. I do this a couple of times because you get a bit tighter every time, and just to get it nice and tight. So come in with my ribbon scissors again, chop one end, chop the other, and you can see I have really only wasted, what's that? I've really only wasted a 5 centimetre piece, where I could have wasted so much. Pop that back, pop that to the side. So that is essentially our ornament made, but I want to make it a little special, and I'm going to bring in one of my other ones here. What I have done, I have, oh, it's a bit stuck there. I have made up with our shimmer paint because I love it so much, and my poor frost white is becoming quite empty. I might have to replace it. So with the champagne mist and the frost white, I have created 2 shimmer sprays in our Stampin' Spritzer. So I have just put in the paint a little bit, probably about up to there, in the bottom of the spritzer bottles, and I'll just reach it here, and those in Australia will be familiar with this bottle. I have just filled up the rest of the spritzer bottle with rubbing alcohol. So smells amazing. I don't know why I like the smell of it, but anyway. So I've done that. So with the Frost White, you get more of a shimmer effect, and with the champagne, you get more of a glittery effect. So I'm going to try and show you here. I don't know if that is going to show up, but I will have some pictures over on the Facebook page and my personal Facebook page, and this is more of the shimmer. So yeah, what I thought we will do, and I haven't pre-prepared my messy box here, but I will quickly put it together. I have a nice spray box here that I've used quite a bit. You can see how shimmery it is at the moment. But before I do that, what I did want to show you is how, now let's see if I can do this. I'm going to pop these aside, pop these to the side, and just see if I can tease this out. Tease the trim out and just make a bigger bow, because it's going to be much harder to do when it's all wet with the spray. So you can see here, we can tease that out and make a nice big poofy, slightly different kind of bow with this copper trim. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this 3D home decor, decoration rather, home decor challenge. I really truly can't wait. Okay, so I've done 2 sides. Let's see if I can get this bow going this way rather than up and down. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my box. Sorry, it's going to be a bit dark. And I think I will use, don't know which one this is because I've pre-shaken them. I think this is my Frost White shimmer paint. And just give that some spritzes there. Flip it over because it's a double-sided ornament. It doesn't want to flip. And just, I probably gave it too many spritzes. Okay, and that is done. And the alcohol will actually, the alcohol will make that dry quite quickly. Now the Frost White does actually change the colour and coat the Merry Merlot a lot more than what the champagne does. So you can see that's just got some glittery elements, where this one looks a bit snowy and a bit wintry because I was a touch heavy-handed with it. So they are my 4 Christmas ornaments, and these will go actually really well inside a Christmas card. They won't take up any other postage, and they'll just be able to slip nicely in there for your family and friends. So pop over to the Christmas Stampathon challenge. I'll have the link in the box below, and come and join our final challenge, and keep your eyes out for the 25th of January when we will be back with our 2019 challenges. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and joining us this year. I hope it has given you a bit of a spur on, and it does help you with the holiday season being pretty much upon us right now, with all the Christmas decorations out at the shops and so on. So thanks, and I will see you guys soon with the announcement of the Australian winners in November. Thanks, bye.